Obviously, 2 games down, coach was looking to make a couple of changes. He said you're going to be starting tonight. What do you hope to do to try to help this team get off to that better start?
Pretty much to set the tone. I think we really need to set the tone, start the game off. I think that's the most important thing. And, I think that's the key thing for the game. I think the last few games, the team that sets the tone kind of had control of the game. So we need to help ourselves and get off to a good start.
How do you think having with Kelly and Anthony out, you talked about the less three-pointer shooters, but with Jonas there in that starting lineup, how do you think that will?
I think once again we'll have an opportunity to run. I think we'll also space the floor a little bit better. But at the same time, we're gonna try to get them moving, and get them on their heels. And Jonas is very active on the offensive glass and running the floor. So I think that energy will definitely help as well.
How much do you think that 3-ball handler lineup with you, Marcus, and Isaiah will play a role tonight?
I think he'll play a decent amount of a role. I think defensively, smart. He'll be great in there because, he always makes things happen with his intangibles. And, once again, we can match up pretty well with him, defensively and offensively. We just have to, get it going.
Do you ever go to Brad when it comes to, you guys are shorthanded obviously now when it comes to minutes, being like, yeah, I can give you extra, does he kind of engage on where you guys can max out?
I just think, it goes without saying, when your number's called, you're going to be relied on to step up and, do what the team needs to do. So I think that goes without saying. And, we understand that a lot of people are going to have to fill in and do certain things they haven't done before because of the injuries and us being down a couple players.
Evan, I know you're pretty close with Kelly. How much is he hurting right now?
It's definitely tough for him. He definitely wants to play. I think anytime anybody gets injured, it's definitely irritating. So, to be out in the playoffs, like one of the most fun times of the year, is definitely tough on him.
Evan, when you're in the starting lineup, you might have to guard Jeff Teague. What difficulties to present, especially guarding one-on-one?
I think the hardest thing is, he knows how to draw fouls. So when you get into the bonus and things like that, especially in game 1, he was able to, flap a little bit and, do some veteran stuff with some of his head movements that kind of got the refs to call fouls. But other than that, not saying he's not a great shooter, but, you lay off him and, kind of combat his speed. I'm going to try to do that with my lane.
You guys obviously got swept last year, now down 0-2. Is there any extra pressure trying to get the monkey off your back, finally get a playoff win?
Well, tonight is just a big game we need to win in general. So, last year was over, and I guess in the grand scheme of things you could talk about, in the past few years we haven't won a playoff game. But, we just really need to defend home court and, once again, play some good basketball overall.
Evan, do you have a favorite Prince song?
No,
Nothing?
Not that I could think of, no.
What is the key to defending without fouling?
I think, having your hands back, showing your hands, and that's pretty much it. I think, moving with your feet and, not having your hands too involved.
Thanks, Ed.
Thanks.
Thanks, Evan.
Appreciate it.
Not one.